Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, flop it out. Flop it out right now because Orny, who always generally makes us nice and horny, has done the trick once again, ladies and gentlemen. He has. This is why you need to flop it out. You need to flop it out. So, look. Brighton, what can I say, man? We are their biggest customers. We are their biggest customers. We might as well just buy Brighton at this stage. That's how I look at things. You know, they should be our sister club. They should be part of our multi-club model. We do so much business with them. They love us. We love them. They give us a happy ending at the end of the day as well, which is fantastic. And a lot of the Brighton players have worked out nicely for us. We've got a lot of Brighton, personnel in the background as well. So, bar Robert Sanchez, who we'll see in recent times have been okayish, besides Robert Sanchez for the time being, but Cucurella, Caicedo, even Levi Colwell, who's had a stint over there, a loan stint over there, has done well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Joao Pedro, David Ornstein, so much to talk about. There's a lot that's happening, and the way we've moved so quickly, because honestly, I thought he was off to Newcastle. So, Chelsea Football Club, we've done a bit of a madness. We've stolen something under the nose of Newcastle. I thought Newcastle, with the likes of Isak, Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, and all these other really good players that they have, add Joao Pedro into the mix. Yeah, they start becoming a serious level of team. And we've been able to snatch Joao Pedro from their grasp and bring him to Chelsea Football Club. And the best news of all of this is he can join us in the Club World Cup. He can definitely feature against Palmeiras. Whether he will feature or not, that's a different story, but he can definitely participate, which is fantastic. So the way we've moved so quickly, we've gone from Gittins, here we go, and then we were hearing about some rumors that, yeah, Joao Pedro is getting closer and closer, and then we started hearing he only wants us. Then we started hearing Newcastle's bid has been rejected, and boom, Chelsea struck, man. Look, some people are not happy about this. Me, personally, I like him. I really do. Lots of people on social media, they're like, Miz, come on, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? He's a backup player, this, that, the other. Oh, are you now backing the owners? Are you now all about the directors and this? Man, if you've watched me for a long time, you would know that I've been very critical about the owners. I've been very critical about the directors. Even Jamie Gittins deal. It's not like I've been all over the moon for that transfer. I think it's an okay transfer, but it doesn't really change anything, doesn't really move us. Joao Pedro, once again, not a needle mover, but a very good player, Very good player. Me, personally, I watch a lot of Brighton. After Chelsea Football Club, I probably watch Brighton the most. I don't want to say I'm some sort of a closer Brighton fan. I'm not, but I just love watching them. It kind of Brighton, with the level of club that they are, they operate in a fantastic manner. I know a lot of people, and I've said it as well, are we sort of Brighton 2.0? We kind of move in that manner as well, but I don't want to emulate them, but I'm just specifically talking from Brighton's perspective. They are a club to be admired. Honestly, they are. For a small club, the way they operate, the way they punch above their weight, and consistently do well and play fantastic football, it's a testament of what they've been doing for the past 4 or 5 seasons, all the way back to Graham Potter days. So look, I watch a lot of Joao Pedro, and I have to say, he's a very good player. He was effective under Roberto De Zerbi. He was effective under Hutzler. Of course, one of the biggest problems with Joao Pedro is his temperament. He's Brazilian, so it's natural. Like, it just comes second nature to him to be a little bit loopy, a little bit crazy at times. And I think this is probably what has sort of broken up the relationship with himself and Brighton and Hutzler. This is why Brighton's parting ways. We've paid good amount of money. But I do think this is a very good player. Can be utilized in multiple positions, can be utilized up front as a striker, can be utilized in the half space, can be utilized on the wide areas, can be utilized as a number 10 in central areas. drops deep, links up play, works extremely hard. I've been watching Joao Pedro all the way from Watford days, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't some sort of a new phenomenon for me. I've actually watched this player and I've admired this player. And look, as I've mentioned already, he's not a needle mover, but he's a very, very good player. And I'm actually very happy about this. I'm very, very happy about this. I think he does improve us, and I can't wait for him to, wear the Chelsea jersey and get on with things and really work hard for us. He's a workhorse. He'll work very hard off the ball, and that's exactly what Enzo Maresca needs. He needs players that are capable of playing in multiple areas, different roles, get involved in the play all throughout, from defense to midfield to offense. Be robust, be good off the ball, be good on the ball. He can score goals, he can assist goals, and he's Premier League proven. You have to say he's now had quite a few seasons under his belt in the Premier League, and that's good experience, and he's young. This is the type of transfer I've actually got no qualms about. I really have zero qualms about. So let's have a look at what David Ornstein has said, the guy who's made us nice and horny. Flop it out. Exclusive: Chelsea reach agreement with Brighton to sign Joao Pedro. Deal for 23-year-old Brighton forward in excess of 50 million. Personal terms in place on 7-year contract. We love our 7-year contracts. Long-term contracts hold their value. Do you know what I mean? If they ever want to leave, we hopefully can recoup a lot out of these players. Medical being arranged. Brazil international only wanted Chelsea, plus will join FIFA Club World Cup squad. Fantastic. Everything about it. 50 million. There is a rumor that it's around 60 million with add-ons included. I don't mind that. In this day and age, 60 million, we literally almost paid 60 million for Jamie Gittins, and I think Joao Pedro is a better player, far better player, much more equipped for the Premier League. So this is a huge tick mark for me to the owners and the directors. Let's see. Hopefully he can gel with the team and work really hard with Maresca. I don't mind the price. I think the price is quite reasonable. Yes, once again, paying Brighton. We are their biggest customers. We love making sure that they're making profit, right? I'm sure we're going to go back to them in the future for more players, right? But I think the price is actually on par. It's actually on par. 7-year contract, not bad at all. But the best part about it is he's going to be able to join us in the Club World Cup. Fabrizio Romano, just straight after that, breaking Joao Pedro to Chelsea. Here we go. Agreement done club to club for fee in excess of 50 million. Joao will travel on Tuesday for medical tests and contract signing, ready for Club World Cup. That's taking place right now. So fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. And some of these artwork from Fabrizio Romano, they're gold, man. They're absolutely gold. Brilliant. Whoever he's got, he's doing a great job. More on Joao Pedro and Chelsea's story from this morning. Joao will complete his medical in Brazil, then travel for FIFA Club World Cup. By the way, this news dropped very late UK time, approximately I'd say about 10-ish, 10:30-ish. That's when it dropped. Before then, I'd already dropped the video, so this is why we're doing this video early this morning. Contract until 2032. Joao will travel on Tuesday. Only wanted Chelsea despite Newcastle efforts. Here we go. You know what? I admire that a lot. Joao Pedro only wanted us, and Newcastle were trying their best. And Newcastle are a Champions League team as well at the moment. So to be able to get this off their grasp, I'm starting to think maybe, just maybe, if we have a solid transfer window. And look, a lot of people might complain, what's the difference between him and Nkunku and Joao Felix? Look, Nkunku, he's a good player, but when it comes to comparison with Joao Pedro has got that Premier League experience, which Nkunku just hasn't been able to grasp with his both hands. He's been injured, he's not really fit in, and then sometimes he doesn't fit into the system of the game. A lot of people can blame the manager, this, that, the other. Look, the bottom line is we're going to have to let go of Nkunku. We're going to have to let go of Joao Felix, and we probably might even have to let go of many other players as well. And if we can replace them with players that are doing well in the Premier League and they're young, Joao Pedro being one of them, there's rumors that we could potentially go for Kudus as well. I love it. Absolutely upgrade the team with these level of players. I've got no issues about it. We're going to talk about Kudus down the track. So great that we've been able to steal this off Newcastle. Joao Pedro wanted Chelsea accepting their vision and project. Look, maybe it is slowly changing. Maybe it is slowly changing. We'll see what next season's all about. I do need to see how the summer transfer window does finish. I've got good feeling of Club World Cup, and if we can add that silverware, maybe, just maybe, things are slowly starting to change in terms of the mentality of winning culture might be back at Chelsea Football Club. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Right now, this transfer is a huge tick mark for me. It's a good tick mark. Not the kind of player that I expected, but kind of player that I don't mind one bit. I think he's a very, very good player. Chelsea decided not to approach Brighton for Joao Pedro in May. However, discussions were held in America in June and decided that Pedro's versatility and system fit would make him a strong addition. I agree. He's very versatile. And he'll definitely understand exactly what Enzo Maresca wants to do. Enzo Maresca trying a new system recently. I don't know whether he's going to carry that on next season. 3 at the back, wing backs with Cucurella and Pedro Neto on the ball. This is, by the way, 2 midfielders with Caicedo and Lavia, and the half-space players of Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez up front. And one of those half-space players could be Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro could potentially even play up front, giving Delap a little bit of a break. Do you know what I mean? And let Delap slowly develop, and good competition for Delap as well. Joao Pedro could play either side of those half spaces. He could even play in the wide areas if need be. So I get it. I absolutely get it. And even if you do stick to the old style, which we deployed last season in the Premier League, Joao Pedro will fit in many different areas as well. So I think this is fantastic for the football club indeed. Maresca has been looking for a player who can play in wide range of attacking positions. Chelsea are also considering a move for Kudus, but West Ham are expecting bids from elsewhere as it stands. So the Kudus links, ladies and gentlemen, is not going away. The Kudus links is definitely not going away, and apparently we will be going for him as well, and there could be more purchases. So we've got Delap, we've got Gittins, and we've got now Joao Pedro. It's starting to look okayish, and if we can add Kudus on top of all of that, it might actually start be looking very nice. Get rid of all of the players that we don't want. Get these players in, get a good goalkeeper. Hopefully we go back to Mike Mignon. We'll see what happens because the window's, still a long way to go. Add another left back because we need a backup for Cucurella, and I think we might be sweet. Chelsea will pay 55 million plus 5 million in add-ons for Joao Pedro's 60 million package. I think that's probably fair price. Honestly, that's fair price. And I don't think he's going to be a backup player. A lot of people are saying he's going to be a backup player. He's going to be bench, warming the bench for 60 million. I don't think so. He's a quality player. For all the people that watch Brighton, you'll know that he's a very, very good player. Documents will be completed for Joao Pedro and Gittins tomorrow, and more signings will follow. Coming from Fabrizio Romano, more signings will follow. Look, we already know we need a backup left back, and Jarell Hatto's name has been circulating about. But are we going to add another attacker? Maybe we're not going to go with strikers. Maybe we're going to add players that can probably fill in up front and perhaps get rid of Madueke and Jackson on top of Joao Felix and Nkunku. And don't forget Sancho and Mudryk are gone. Well, Mudryk definitely has to be gone. We haven't heard any news yet. We know that he's facing a 4-year ban, but Sancho's definitely gone. So maybe more to come. We need to keep an eye on Chelsea for potential one more attacking signing. I wouldn't be surprised if they add one more. They're looking at options, and let's see what happens with some potential outings. So look, if we get, there you go, my man Ashraf, we will be there. If we get Kudus, that might start looking very good. I have to say, Joao Pedro, Kudus, Gittins, Delap, Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, like this is now starting to look very, very good, and you get rid of all of those other nonsense, right? Who hasn't really worked out. So I'm all fine if Chelsea realize that they've made a mistake and they want to rectify it immediately. I've got no issues about it, and if they can recoup quite a lot of money out of Jackson and Madueke, albeit I think we've done fantastically well to increase their value, and if we can replace with Kudus and Joao Pedro and Gittins, who hopefully will build as well in the future, why not? So look, for me, the biggest factor in all of this is Joao Pedro can come in and help us in the Club World Cup. Our next match is against Palmeiras. We're expecting Joao Pedro to be announced imminently. The medical is all lined up. I think it's already even done. And then as soon as that's done and dusted, announcement, he can join us before the Palmeiras games. Start training. I don't expect him to play for us against Palmeiras, because Joao Pedro has been away from football for quite a bit of time. The season's ended about a month ago, so Joao Pedro hasn't played for a little while. So I don't expect him to feature against Palmeiras, but start training. Hopefully we go past Palmeiras, and then it could potentially be Manchester City after that. And then we'll see how much of an impact Joao Pedro might be against Manchester City. And then if we can go and beat City and go to the final, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. I'm happy, man. I'm very happy with this transfer. As I said, not a needle mover, but I think it's a player that definitely improves us. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content, and comment below and let me know, what are your thoughts about Joao Pedro. Till next time, take care. See ya. Bye.